Hey folks, it's your favorite weather guy, Wixman Ray, also known as Weatherman Ray if you don't know what the Wix means. Hey, another good day here. It's what are we on Monday, April 6th, right? Day after Easter, 2026. We are at 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, and 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So another evening video here for y'all. So hopefully you'll get to see it tonight. If not, you might see it tomorrow. So anyways, this is looking, this is our infrared weather satellite here. This measures the cloud top temperatures. It kind of looks busier than what it really is. I mean, most of these are um, not major storms anyways, to say the least, but they will organize and become a little bit stronger storm as we get into the middle of the week here, Tuesday and Wednesday across the plains here, especially into Wednesday and Thursday. So, anyway, so we'll take a look at that. Starting off in the northwest, we've got this little shortwave trough of low pressure coming out of British Columbia. And there's some high clouds spreading out in front of it across Washington, Idaho, and parts of Montana. And that'll be bringing some precip up there. It may not, I don't think it's occurring yet, but it will be coming soon, probably tomorrow or tonight. So, and then we got this wave across the desert southwest that we mentioned over the last couple days. That's bringing some rain and showers. Not a whole lot of thunderstorms with this. So, but it's getting some welcome rains for the southwest. May help with fire season as that's rapidly approaching in that part of the country. And then out through the, northern plains, central plains, through Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota. A little bit of cloud cover, even extends a little bit down into Missouri. There's a little bit of precipitation under that. I think it's mostly rain, but we'll take a look. I think the temperatures are warm enough for mostly rain right now. And then we got, so this is what's left of this cold front here. Mainly just some showers out over the Gulf, showers and thunderstorms over the Gulf, actually the eastern part of the Gulf and over Florida. All these clouds up over the southeast from Alabama, Georgia through the Carolinas. This is just mainly some cloud cover, nothing, not much precipitation really coming out of that. And then we got this final wave up here. So a lot of weaker systems, I should say, but you know, it looks worse than what it really is. There's a few showers out here, either snow or rain showers. We'll take a look at the temperatures. The main part of the features up into what is that? Parts of Ontario and Quebec, moving into Quebec, so in southern Canada there. So, yeah. So that's what we got going on. The coolest air is still kind of residing up here across the northern plains and back over the this part of the country, the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So that's where the coolest weather still remains. We'll start down in Florida. So yeah, like I said, most of the showers and thunderstorms are out over the Gulf of America or Mexico, whatever you prefer to say on that. Without getting political, and then quite a bit of activity across Florida, especially the central parts. So looks like they're getting some, wet, nice wetting storms. So for Florida, so I don't know if they've been having any kind of drought conditions down there. I haven't really tracked it, but some good rain down there, needless to say. So sometimes they get fires down there, so hopefully that'll help prevent any of that kind of stuff happening this year. Okay, so yeah, a little bit cooler across the southeast, for 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's in the 50s and 60s down here. So a little bit cooler than normal. And then kind of the same type of temperatures through the mid-Atlantic and Tennessee and Ohio valleys. Cooler as you head up north, 30s and 40s. It looks like most of this will probably be rain, yeah. Looks like there is some snow reported here and there. Maybe a mixed bag in some places. So, yeah, so winter's not quite finished up there in New York and Pennsylvania for you guys. And it looks like some real weak showers up in the, it's just below freezing or near freezing in Maine. So maybe some light snow showers or flurries, but nothing significant for you all. And as we head back to the west, here's the coldest air. We got some 20s back up here in North Dakota, northern Minnesota. Yeah, down by Omaha, they're reporting some light rain in the low 40s. Southern Iowa's got some rain. So a little bit of light rain, mostly rain. It looks like all the temperatures are, there's some lower 30s, mid to lower 30s. So this could be a little bit of snow if it's hitting the ground, but not a whole lot going on really. It's narrow band. That's what the models have been forecasting. And here's all that rain across, parts of Arizona and New Mexico. So some good rain for them guys. They're wetting down the desert down there. And the rest of the West is pretty mild. I mean, even where it's raining, it's in the 60s, 80 in Phoenix, 64 LA, 84 Vegas, 61 in Salt Lake City, and in the 60s across northern Nevada. So real nice out here across the West. Even 60s. Look at that, 66 in Seattle. What, 71 in Portland? So hey, you guys are having a banner day up there and no rain. So hey, you guys can't complain. Good golfing weather if you golf or whatever you like to do up there. So beautiful weather. So yeah, so that's about it at the surface and the radar returns. We're going to look at the European model this time around. I kind of prefer to look at this depiction because it kind of shows the showery and thunderstorm type precip a little bit better on this model. And I did look and they're in really good agreement, so you're not really missing anything if whether you get the GFS American model or the European model. Um, so anyways, so this is what we're looking at here. So yeah, just like we said, this is about right now. So we see that little bit of precip up there in Nebraska and Iowa, some in the Southwest, that stuff up in British Columbia, stuff across Florida, and then this little bit of stuff back here in the Northeast and Great Lakes. So models are handling it pretty well. So we'll just kind of scroll through time. As we get through the morning, this stuff will dip down into northern Missouri, maybe clip parts of Illinois, just some real light precip and a little bit of clouds, but nothing too crazy. This stuff will progress a little to the east, so it'll get down into south central New Mexico and parts of southwest Texas down there, near El Paso. Still pretty wet from, looks like southern Georgia and most of Florida. Very wet, so they're having a wet week down there. And then we still got some lingering light snow across the northeast. And then here's that system. It's slowly dropping down towards these to Washington, Idaho, and Montana region. And so as we go through the day tomorrow, it looks like it'll start affecting Montana, maybe northern Idaho. Looks like mostly rain, but real spotty. It's not real big. And this, yeah, as we get into the afternoons. So some showers across Montana and northern Idaho. Looks like mostly rain. It may stay warm enough for just rain up there. This little feature starts to move offshore by tomorrow evening. And then we still got some lingering showers and thunderstorms across the southwest. So it looks like by tomorrow, late tomorrow, we still got showers and possibly thunderstorms over New Mexico, but it looks like they start trying to pop across Texas as the energy moves across this area. Also some hints of some stuff out here, so something to watch here. Maybe some little showers trying to pop up tomorrow evening, but we'll see. That looks real isolated at best. So yeah, so as we go through Tuesday night, we'll go right through Wednesday morning. So this system gets a little better organized. So we're going to see some snow up in far northern Minnesota, up in the UP of Michigan, maybe northern Wisconsin. Just some real light stuff. And then some rain farther south. Maybe a few showers developing farther south into Iowa and maybe South Dakota. Looks like a little bit of stuff, but it looks like that waves kind of weakened, but there's still some light rain showers out over parts of east southeast Texas, and then there's still a chance threats on Wednesday morning of showers across Florida. And yeah, you kind of see through the day it kind of flares up during the day and then kind of dies down in the evening. So yeah, this gets a little more organized on Wednesday. So we're gonna probably start seeing some showers, maybe some thunder popping up from, I don't know, say Iowa, maybe even parts of Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, into maybe northwest Missouri down through Kansas there, and that's on Wednesday. And then some showers kind of start popping up here in the parts of Oregon and Northern California. So that's a sign of another system coming towards the west there as we head into late in the day on Wednesday. So, and while we're talking that, let's go back and look at this. So this is tomorrow. This is where they got the thunderstorm outlook. So yeah, out over parts of Arizona, New Mexico, maybe clipping the southern reaches of Utah, and then a little bit out here in Oregon, Idaho. I didn't see a whole lot, but maybe there'll be a couple storms, according to the Storm Prediction Center. And that's through that's for tonight through tomorrow morning. As we go, so this is actually for tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna see a chance, through this general area, even Southwest Texas, like I said, is going to creep into Texas and New Mexico. Parts of Colorado might get some isolated thunderstorms. And then that system that's coming down into Montana and North Dakota might maybe a couple isolated storms out there. But this is what I really wanted to show you for the convective outlook. This is for Wednesday, and that's what we were just looking at. So we see that's along this front. So yeah, there's going to be some, like I was saying, showers and thunderstorms. Maybe a marginal risk of some severe weather across Kansas, clipping, maybe near Hastings, Nebraska, or just south of them. So yeah, something to keep an eye on. So nothing too bad, but hey, it's that time of year. It's April, springtime. So all the way through, May, even into June, you can get these severe thunderstorms, depending on the conditions in the atmosphere. So there we go. So yeah, that's what we were seeing right here. And as you go through the night, they're showing some activity, not as much in Kansas, but there's still that threat. So as we head into the day, so we'll just go to midday Thursday. We'll go through Friday and call it good. So yeah, you're starting to see a little more showery activity. It's even penetrating into parts of Utah and Colorado. So real spotty showers, isolated, but more concentrated over parts of Northern California and parts of Oregon. So we got a low pressure, it looks like, sitting offshore with some energy moving in into the interior part of the west through the Great Basin. And yeah, and this is that front kind of drags through Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and back up into Canada. So maybe some showers and storms still ongoing on Thursday. And it looks like another rat stuff developing out here in Nebraska, Iowa, maybe some parts of South Dakota. And Texas gets a little more active too there as we go into Thursday afternoon. Yeah, so look at that. Yeah, so something to watch. Maybe more thunderstorms as we go into late Thursday, starting to head, into northern Missouri towards the Kansas City area. Um, so yeah, that's what it looks like through Thursday evening, anyways. So let's ride on through Friday. So yeah, Friday morning we got this front kind of dragging through there. Looks like some showers, maybe some thunder from all the way up to New York, down through, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, near Kansas City, and down into parts of maybe even to Oklahoma and parts of Kansas. And Texas is looking like it's getting a little more wetter too the last couple days. And we still see this kind of rain shower activity out here, parts of Nevada and California now with that low pressure moving closer to the shore on Friday. And look at that. Yeah, it's really getting a lot of activity out here. So it gets a little more active as we get into late Friday across the west. This whole area starts popping. Still got some, the looks like this front's weakening, but there's still at least some isolated scattered thunderstorms and showers along that boundary. So looks like Florida finally starts to dry out. It looks like sometime on Thursday into Friday they finally start drying out and not getting as much rain as they've seen earlier in the week. So yeah, that's what we're looking at, folks. Not too bad. Just more rounds of thunderstorms possible across parts of the plains and moving out through the east as we get later into the week, and some stuff across the west possibly, especially as we get towards midweek, mid to late week. And looks like Texas gets a little wetter and continued wet through Florida, at least through Wednesday, maybe parts of Thursday too down there. So yeah. So anyways, that's about all I've got for you today. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Um, we should be able to get some videos out this week. We're not working too much right now. We're still kind of working part time, so yeah. Well, as long as we got time, we'll be putting out videos. So hey, tell your friends, your family, your whoever, your acquaintances at work, your coworkers. Tell them about the weather guy here, Wixman Ray. Um, I think last time I looked, we're up to 49 subscribers, and hey, I'm honestly happy about that. I appreciate you all. You don't know how much I appreciate you, and like I've said 50 times at least, many times, I'm not here to make money off of YouTube or anything. I love weather. I love to do this. I mean, I'll do this until I'm 95, until I can't talk, or until I'm in a on my deathbed. I'll be doing this. So that's how much I love and my passion for weather. I just always have loved it since I was younger. So since I was probably a teenager. So, anyways, hey, enough of me babbling on everything. So they appreciate you. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again probably tomorrow. Wixman Ray out.